I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right today. Today I have for you guys the part 2 to the Invasion Explained series. If you don't know what this series is, let me go ahead and break it down for you right quick. I have made a new character that I'm calling the Dark Paladin. It's kind of like inspired by Baldur's Gate 3, the Oathbreaker Paladin class. And, made a new character. This is him. In the first video, he was level 30. In this video, he's level 40, and as we level up, as we play through the game, as we unlock things, we are going to be talking about invasion ranges and stuff like that. Mainly because I feel like there's a lot of people that may want to get into invasions that don't really understand like the matchmaking process and stuff like that. I'm sorry if you guys hear a bunch of scratching noises. That is my lizard. He is crawling down from his rock and he's being very loud. I'm sorry. Also, my neighbors are playing really loud music at 11 a.m. in the morning because, of course, they are. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, we're at level 42 today for the Invasion Explained series. If you guys didn't catch the numbers there, it was plus 10 to plus 8 smithing weapon, and of course you want your somber weapon to normally be about plus 4. You could probably even go plus 3 on level 40. I went to plus 4 plus 10 on this character at level 42. um Honestly, I'd recommend going level 40 plus 3 plus 8 if you want like the best experience, because in my experience, and this is the part where we actually talk about level 40 invasions in general, are they worth it to do? Should you waste your time? Is there any good builds at level 40? Like what is the caveat to level 40 builds? So in level 30, I talked about how the invader is kind of strong because of the regen tier and stuff like that at level 30, and that is true. At level 40, that kind of mystique of the invader being strong kind of wears off a little bit because the host, they have a bunch of more stats to them, 10 more stats to be exact. Um, yeah, man. As you level up, the hosts are also going to level up, and because they're going to level up as well, they're going to be a little bit tougher to kill. Not to mention, overlevel phantoms are going to be existing at all level ranges. But it feels like they really congregate at level 40, man. Level 40 is really a mixed bag. What do I mean by that? Well, so I was streaming during the weekend, and I was streaming this character around, level 40 invasions. And man, the invasions were just awful. I kept getting people like this guy right here, who's just, Runark dueling and summoning hunters at level 40, which is just the weirdest thing ever. Because, like, there's specific levels for that, and this guy just said, fuck that, I'm going to level 40 and I'm fucking with invaders, you know? Um, the reality of the situation is that a lot of invaders at this level, like level 30 and 40, they're actually just doing Varre's quest. They're not really trying to invade, right? Um, but yeah, there's like what is it, ancient somber stone that you get for doing Varre's quest. It's really worth doing, man. Anyway, what makes level 40 different to 30, and what kind of stuff can you expect at level 40? Well, I kind of already talked about these things, but level 40 to me, it really feels like a cesspool of the most toxic invasions alongside co-op invasions. You would think that would be meta, but the same thing would be happening at meta, but actually it's not, man. I feel like level 40 is like the only place this kind of happens at. Maybe also at level 70, but not really. Level 70 is just kind of more level 60. And level 60 is the next episode we're doing in this series, and I'm going to talk about why I think level 60 is the worst invasion range for an invader. But for level 40, man, for level 40, how does it fare? I would say it's, well, you can see from these invasions here. So like I'm getting like pretty honest people for the most part. And this was during the weekdays, by the way. Like this is literally, I went from Sunday to Monday, and it was like a night and day difference. Like Sunday I was streaming, or Saturday, I can't remember, and Man, Rune Art Duelist, Gankers, sitting at Academy Gate, kind of like these guys right here. And it was just awful. And again, if you're the kind of person who actually likes this kind of stuff, you know, you want to fight gankers and stuff like that, I'll get to where you can find all your gank squads and all your Rune Art Duelists and stuff like that later in the series. But for right now, we're taking it one video at a time. The first episode was level 30 invasions, and apparently I had a lot more to say about those than I did, this particular invasion range. I don't know, man. Level 40 is it's just a mixed bag. Sometimes you're gonna find decent invasions, sometimes you're not. And I feel like at this particular level, the host and the invader are pretty evenly matched. Whereas level 30, it feels like the invader kind of has the advantage if your build is set up right. Granted, if your build is set up right as an invader and you're playing super fucking toxic, sweaty, tryhard, then you're you're winning most of the time, right? Like if you're running around with dual Nagis or fucking full bull goats, you're probably winning most of the time. Shout out to this blue, by the way, who suicided himself to give me a flask, even though I didn't need one. What he should have done in this situation was run down to where that Bloodhound Knight was, if you're trying to troll people as a blue, and just aggro the Bloodhound Knight and make him run up here to the host and the co-opper. Or at least stay in the world and drop me a Warming Stone whenever I need it, right? That's what I try to do as a blue. But yeah, these guys right here, man. Don't really know which one's Bubble, which one's Kevin in the situation. I do know that Kevin doesn't have any HP. that's what I do know. I'm pretty sure he gets poked in a couple seconds and he just fucking gets deleted. Maybe that already happened. I don't know. Anyway, what are we talking about again? I was talking about how I thought the invader was really strong at level 30. I mean, the regen tier goes crazy. The sword seal is the strongest it's ever gonna be at level 30. That's something that we should talk about. Is the sword seal. Some people get confused about Radagon's sword seal. It's probably the best early game talisman in the game, early to mid game, I would say. I am still using it at level 40 because it gives you so many stats, and there really isn't a whole lot of downside to it at level 40 and 30. Now around level 50 and 60, you might want to consider changing it. I'll probably still use it at level 60 because I want to show off a particular strat that you can use with Radagon and Sword Seal to kind of completely offset it. But for the most part, yeah, you can still use Radagon Sword Seal at this level. It's actually really, really good. I mean, I'm using it in this video. Also, it's important to keep in mind that I am pretty much progressing through the game as an invader would if he was playing the game honestly and invading. So, and in this video, I only have 3 talisman slots. And in the level 30 video, I only had 2 talisman slots. And goodbye to these fucking little dipshit blues, by the way. So that's something to keep in mind as well, man. But let me know what you guys think about level 40 invasions. And again, I'm sorry if you guys can actually hear the music. I'm hearing it really fucking loud right now. I hope it's not covered into the video, man. It's out of my control. I apologize. And man, I'm the kind of person that has neighbors that plays really loud Spanish music at 11 a.m. for whatever fucking reason. On a Thursday, by the way. It is a Thursday when I'm uploading this video. It's not even a weekend. What the fuck are these people doing with their goddamn lives? Anyway. Shout out to this guy, by the way, this Rune Art Duelist who was bowing at me, and I don't know, you could tell he was kind of rooting for me when it came to I'll tell you what, guys, I'll be surprised if my neighbors don't get a fucking noise complaint. Not from me, but from anybody else. Especially their other neighbor, right on the other side of them. That guy's an old fucking grumpy man. I would not be surprised if he just, fucking says, fuck you, and, sends the popo their way. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about level 40 invasions. Is this your favorite invasion range? Do you like level 40 invasions? For me, personally, I'm kind of, I'd rather go to 80. or like 137, 168 personally. I think those are like my three favorite ranges. I also enjoy 200 quite a bit too sometimes. It feels like 200 can be toxic as well though at times just because people got really like got a wind of 200 and stuff like that. But we're going to talk about all those different invasion ranges in another video. For now, guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the video. If you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing to the video, man, trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. I think we can do it if we're tenacious enough. And with that being said, guys, fare thee well, peace out, all that fun stuff. And don't you dare go hollow, friends.